Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome to the very first episode of Under the Top Coat, the podcast where nails, business, and a little behind the scene tea is built and it all comes together. I'm Addison, your co-host and junior nail tech, and today I'm flipping the script. Today I'm going to be interviewing the woman behind the magic, the one who taught me everything I know, and the reason this podcast even exists. The one and only my mama, Melissa Goodson. Welcome to your own show.
Hey. To my own show. Nice.
So fun. We're so excited to dive in and talk business, all the things. And today we're going to get it from your point of view, which I'm super excited to hear about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's
Buckle
up, grab your coffee, grab whatever you like to drink and a snack and
a cocktail.
Let's get
possibly.
it. Let's dive right in.
Okay.
The first segment that we are going to be diving into today is called Under the Lamp, which we're going to talk all industry questions. So Let's see. First question, what inspired you to start doing nails in the first place?
Back when I was in high school, I knew that I wasn't a college kid. I loved high school for the social aspect, but I knew that college and sitting in a classroom with a professor was definitely not going to be something I thrived in. I felt like I kind of worked since I was able to, since I was 14 or 15 years old, and I enjoyed working a lot. So I went to go get my nails done for prom, and the lady that did my nails was from New Jersey, and I was from Southwest Florida. So she had, if you can imagine, big 80s hair with big 80s earrings and very tight clothes. And that's back when you could smoke in the salon too, like actually ashtrays on the nail table. And she cussed a lot. And so when I went and got my nails done, I thought she was so magical. I had never seen or been around an adult who cussed so openly and owned it. Like she owned her shit and she didn't care. And I thought she was just magical. And so I kept getting my nails done, and I just thought she was so in control of herself and so confident, and I enjoyed that. So I decided I wanted to go do nails, and I signed up for nail school at the local nail academy, and the instructor came out, it was her. So I knew right then it was a meant to be moment.
That's so cool.
That this woman was meant to be a part of my life. So she did teach me things that way back. She taught me sculpting when there weren't very many nail tip companies around. So I feel like I learned kind of from the best at the time. And she was the one. I don't know where she is or if she's still around, but if she is, I could probably give her all the credit for all of this right now.
So in total, like, how long have you been in the industry?
I would say this is my 34th year in the
really
industry.
Cool. And has it been like you've done other things throughout
I've
the
done
time?
other things. There were times as a young adult that I felt like I needed to have insurance and be responsible. And I always did nails through those journeys as well. But the cool part about leaving, not necessarily leaving the nail industry, because I never really left, I just incorporated another job in with it, was I learned so much from the other jobs that I think that I brought to this polished empire that I have today. And whether it was cash management or investing, or just actually learning people skills from other jobs that I had, I think all of those little tidbits that I learned from other jobs brought me where I am today.
Wow. What's the biggest lesson you've learned as a business owner?
That be patient. That it is not always smooth sailing.
Yeah.
There's ups and downs, and just ride that roller coaster. And enjoy the downs, because that humbles you. It gets you ready for climbing back up to the top. And sometimes you have to be pushed down to get to the top.
Yeah.
And you don't start off there.
So what's been your proudest moment so far?
The proudest moment so far, I have a handful. I would say sitting here with you would be one of my proudest moments, that you're now a nail tech here. But I think probably starting here in Ocala with no clients, I knew one person, Miss Gladys, who's, I do believe now 95.
Still a client.
Still
to
a
this
client,
day.
too.
Her daughter takes her to her appointments.
Yes, but she still
The
gets her
coolest
nails done.
thing.
We love Miss
Yeah.
Gladys, but I knew her before we ever moved here to Ocala, and kind of setting up shop and building a home and a family and a business here in Ocala back in the day from scratch, knowing no one, to where we are today. That would be one. And probably the other one is opening the academy
Yeah.
and being so passionate about the industry that I wanted other people to see what this journey could be like, because you can be a single mom. You can be an entrepreneur. There's so many things about this industry that I wanted to share with other people to show them that they can.
Right.
Yep.
That's so cool. A little backstory, or not backstory, but I'm going to paint a picture for what I'm kind of jump into. But if you haven't seen the Polish Empire, what we like to call it, because it seriously is an empire. Like, we have 4 businesses right next to each other. But we have the salon, and then we have the school right next to it. Then we have a boutique, and then now we're sitting in the supply store, but also called our corporate side. So it seriously is an empire. But tell them the story how we found this location. I like to tell clients about it because I think it's kind of fun. When it was 2020 when we found it and all the things. So
we were hot and heavy into COVID at that time.
What did Polish look like in Ocala from like the beginning to where we are now?
Oh, wow. So when we very first opened in Ocala, we were in about 475 square feet. And the bathroom and the kitchen were the same room. It was little. And we kind of grew from there. And we went from 475 square feet to about 1,200 square feet. We added nail techs, and I was hiring nail techs from the local schools here in town. And I just felt so bad. Some of them had never touched a client before they graduated, an actual person.
Yeah.
Some of them had never polished nails before. And so when they would come, it was kind of, we had to restart and kind of find out what they knew and what they didn't know and kind of retrain them. So we went from about 1,200 square feet to 3,700 square feet. And then we had some changes at that point, and we had a bunch of girls walk out at the same time, and it was a very humbling moment for me at that time as well, because I thought we were building a real big empire at that point. But I think looking back now, when the people walked out, as much as it hurt my heart that they walked out, it was really something that needed to happen to get me to where I am today. And so as much as you think, or maybe as much as they thought they would bring me to my knees, it really brought me to the level that I'm at now. So if it wasn't for them leaving, maybe I wouldn't be here today. So if I were to look back and thank them for walking out, because I think it humbled me in more ways than they would know. And it brought me to where I'm at today.
That's good.
Yeah. So during that, you asked about that in 2020. So we were in a small location just doing nails. We did have some booth renters with us, which they did hair and facials, and that was a good time. We had some good times.
I love
and
that.
We call that the Fort King location. We had some good times with Miss Becky.
Yeah.
We love her.
Good times.
And we decided that we really wanted to pursue the school, and in that location, obviously, where it was located, we couldn't have the school zoning there. So COVID happened. We were shut down. We were very humbled by that as well, because that was the first time in my life that I was told I couldn't work. I was not allowed to do what I know.
Right.
And so that was a journey for so many people in our country and all over the world. But to know that this is something that you've done your whole life, and then to be able to not do it, you're not allowed to do your job, was incredibly humbling. So I took advantage of that time. Jessica, which you guys will meet in another episode.
For sure.
She was my girl. She was my right hand, and we would sit on my back porch during COVID and try to come up with some ideas of how can we make the salon better when we get back? What can we do differently? How do we do the school? Oh, It's time to start class, actually, in the school. So
Miss Anya.
Miss Anya's in there teaching. So we decided that we were going to definitely pursue this school opportunity. And so I have a dear friend, Dana, who was willing to jump in with me and do all the paperwork.
She would be a cool guest.
And yeah, she would be. She'd be a great
She
guest
would
to be on here.
amazing.
So anyway, while we were closed down, that gave me a lot of opportunity to start scoping around Marion County for locations. And because things weren't moving and businesses were closing, it really gave me an opportunity to look at some locations that had been closed for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years of being here in Marion County, I had made friends, not personal friends, but business friends with the city inspector. So I was kind of giving him a call every now and then and saying, hey, I found another location. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually the one that told me about the location that we have now.
Yeah.
And so I drove up here and looked in the windows, and it was a salon before, the
Yeah.
actual salon location that we have now.
I remember when you brought us, and
Yeah.
you could tell it was a salon.
Yeah, it was a salon before.
The
and
hair bowls.
Yeah, the shampoo bowls were there, and we just kind of looked at it, and then the unit next to it was also available. So we negotiated and rented both of those units for the hopes that the Board of Education would grant us licensure, which we
Right.
did not know was going to take us as long as it did.
Yeah. I
But we
remember
were
that.
applying for it right in the middle of COVID. So
Mhm.
the journey was long, and it was hard, and it was emotional. But here we sit,
Yeah.
4 businesses deep right after
Yeah.
20. So 5 years later, we have 4 thriving businesses. So
Mhm. That's good.
that's my story.
I love that. You talked about and you mentioned being humble quite a bit. What do you think the importance is of being humble in this industry? Or does it have any importance at all?
Oh, absolutely. I think that being humble, you're providing a service. We're a service provider.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't look at it like that. You are providing a service. And being humble is something that I teach even the students, that there are going to be people that expect you to know, or expect you to know how to do that art, or expect you to know how to read their mind of what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you might miss the mark. And instead of taking that as criticism, you have to be humbled by stepping back and thinking, how can I do better? What can
Right.
I do different? How can I keep my clients? So being humble, I think, is key in a service industry for sure.
That's really good. So what was the moment you realized, like, I need to open up a nail school? Or the want and need, I
The
guess.
want, I think, there's that adage that people say that people that can't do teach, and I don't feel that's the case. I feel like I personally have such a passion for this industry and have
Yeah.
had it for so long.
For sure.
And educating my clients on how I do nails differently, and educating them about their nails and the health and the wellness of their nail. I think when I was hiring students from the local schools here, they really didn't have a mentor when they got out. They just graduated and they were searching around for jobs, and we would hire these young ladies, and they struggled because they really didn't get the education, real world education. They were getting book education. And those are 2 different things.
Yeah,
And
really
so I
different.
feel like what I thought I could bring to the table was my years of experience behind the table, having multiple different salons, having some of them have some challenges over
Right.
the years. And I feel like I could bring real world experience to the classroom where a lot of other educators couldn't do that. So I thought maybe I had a little niche where I could share. I'm not standing up there just educating. I'm educating from a perspective of I still sit behind the chair.
Right,
I
yeah.
still have clientele.
You do.
I still am working my book.
Right.
I'm still making curriculum
Right.
and challenges for students and
Right.
running businesses. So I think that probably is part of being humble as well, is sometimes you just got to sit back and dig deep.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's nice from a student perspective, because I was once a student at the school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as a student, you like to see that your mentors and your teachers know where you're sitting and have those years ahead of you that are like, this is what I've done. Maybe you should do this differently so you don't make the same mistakes as I did. But I think you're also one to teach that your mistakes make you better in your
Yeah, and and not to give up
right.
because there's going to be mistakes made, and you got to learn from those and move on. But I hate that so many nail techs get out there and don't have a mentor. And that was the other part too,
Mm-hmm.
is I really wanted them to get out there, and if they ever needed me, if they were struggling or I kind of lost my passion or my mojo,
Mm-hmm.
like, call me. Let's get you back on track. Let's get you fired up again
Yeah.
and get you back out there, because like I tell every student, as long as there's hands and feet in Marion County, we're in business.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
yeah.
That's good. Okay, I like this question. It's, if you weren't doing nails, what would you be doing right now? Like, nails was not ever in the picture. What would you
I
be doing?
originally, back in the day, in high school,
Mm-hmm.
in my yearbook, I do believe, I wanted to be a part of the CIA.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's different.
like Central
than nails.
Intelligence. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I
That's
think
pretty
that
cool.
I would have liked to have been a baddie with some really cool glasses on.
You would have had your nails done too. I just know
Yes.
that would be in
And I
there.
would drive a black Suburban, which I
And
do.
you do. I love it.
Yes.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So before we go into our next topic, this last question I have, what is it like working with your daughter in the industry now?
I think that's very humbling, actually.
Is it?
Yes, it is very humbling. I think for my clients, a lot of my clients knew me before you.
Mm-hmm.
I was pregnant with you when
Yeah.
most of my clients started coming, when I was building my clientele here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it is a neat thing as a parent to have a business,
Mm-hmm.
and your children get to be a part of it. I'm honored that you want to be a part of it, because some kids don't want to be a part of the family business, but I think it's humbling for me to have you here, because you are now doing some of my clients that when you were in my belly,
Yeah.
before they knew you, some of them came to your baby shower,
Right.
and now you're doing their nails. So it's kind of this full circle moment. So sometimes when I walk through the salon and you're with those special clients that have been with me for so long, and now you have them as a client, that takes my breath away.
That's sweet. Our next segment is called the tip jar, which is where we'll give advice, hacks, and wisdom from all different perspectives, from nail techs in the salon to the owner to maybe clients. We'll get tip jar advice. So we'll start with a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Let's add to the tip jar.
All right.
Number one, I think this is a great question. What is one thing people think they know about the nail industry that's totally wrong?
I think they think it happens instantly, and that saddens me, because back when I was coming up through the industry, we didn't have Instagram and social media. We were kind of making it up as we went. We were looking in the back of Nail Pro magazine for events, and finding
Yeah.
events, and getting on the phone and writing a check to go to a class in Orlando because we wanted to learn more. Now it's such instant gratification for nail tech. So they're watching a lot of things that are not necessarily true. There's a lot of AI generation
Oh, for
now.
sure.
There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful nails that are out on social media, and stunning. And I sit and stare at some of that work and go, well, how did that happen? How did they do that?
Yeah.
But I think it doesn't happen overnight. You have to put time and effort, and the hustle is all about it's your hustle. If you want it bad enough and the hustle is there, it can happen.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that I feel bad for students and nail techs currently is that they are up against this, the clients putting these social media inspirations in front of their face in the
Right.
phone and saying, I want this. And the nail tech is either they don't have the product to create that look. They don't have the knowledge or education to create that look.
Right.
And they're stuck, nor do they have a mentor to help them out. So I think that not everything you see is gospel. I tell the students all the time, use social media as inspiration,
Yeah.
not as gospel.
What is something you wish every client understood?
The very same thing I just said.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones, they come in with these amazing pictures and
Mhm.
expect brand new nail techs to be able to produce, $100, $150, $175 set in an hour. And it's not possible. Like, it takes time, it takes effort on the nail tech's part, and a lot of practice to get to that part.
Yeah.
So I think I wish clients would realize that it is costly. These bottles of gel polish are
yeah.
not cheap.
No.
That's an investment in their personal businesses.
Right.
And I think it is. I wish they understood that this isn't just, we're not just polishing nails. That is a big one for me. That we are really creating entrepreneurs here and small businesses, and successful people come out of here
Yeah.
and go out there and kill it. But I wish people took us a little more seriously in the industry.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's good. What is one nail trend you secretly can't stand?
I don't think it's a secret. I don't think that.
Nothing's really a secret for you. If you don't like
No.
it, you're gonna say it.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have many secrets. I would say the duckbill nail is just, it's just not for me. It's not.
No.
I don't understand
If
it.
you don't know what it is, look it up, and you'll know what she's talking about.
It's like a Frito scoop. It just goes wide. It just goes wide on the end.
Yeah.
I just my
Frito
nephew is doing all of our audio stuff right now. He's looking it up, I'm sure. That is my probably least favorite.
I could second that. I don't like that at all.
I think my second least favorite would be these ginormously long nails. I would say like this 3X, 4X long.
Yeah.
Those are right up there in my least favorite. Did you look them up?
Yeah.
They're bad, right? They're bad. They're bad. And I said my third least favorite is extremely long toenails.
Ooh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's just a thing for me. I don't know.
This is a quote you say all the time. You can snatch your dinner out of the lake with those toes. And that's when we know we need to get our toes done. Because she'll say that.
Yes, because I'm always looking.
Always.
I think too, though, but I in my mind, not in my mind, but the definition of polished is very refined, and I feel like it's fun. I like pointy nails. I like super long nails. I like fun stuff on my nails as well. But there's just a few shapes that it's for some people. It's just not for me.
Yep. That's the best part about the industry, though.
Yeah.
There's so many avenues for everybody. It's not just like only people that like short nails can do nails. Like it's people with 3X tips or like
I think it's
all the
impressive.
things.
I think it's impressive. I love when they clack them all together. I think
I love those videos where they're like, these are my nails of the week.
Yes, I love it. I love it. It's not a me nail, but that's, again, I think that's the cool part of what we do.
Yeah.
Is that maybe I want those next week, and I can have those next week.
For sure.
Maybe I want short little clean girl aesthetic nails. I could have those too.
Okay, last question. I like this one. Out of all of them, because I know there's a lot, what is the wildest or funniest thing that has ever happened to you in the salon? Or happened in the salon, not just to you.
The wildest
or funniest thing?
I don't know. I think every day is a day.
That's fair.
There's multiple funny things. One day a guy walked in and dropped off a dog.
Dropped off a dog?
Just brought him in and said
he was
giving us, no, he was not a client. He just walked in the door, said he was giving us a dog, and walked out. Do you remember that dog?
No.
Murphy.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we just ended up with a dog, and we were all staring at each other like, what just happened?
Who takes I remember.
Yeah, I took the dog
I didn't
home
know
because
that
I
was
didn't know.
the story.
Yeah, this random guy just walked in with a dog.
And we had that dog for a couple months. I remember getting
He
rid
was
of that dog.
special.
He was a special dog.
He
He was so cute.
He was special.
Oh, I
He was
forgot.
super special. So that was a moment.
Gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Murphy.
Murphy, the dog, he just showed up.
Bless his heart.
Some stranger walks in and says, I'd
We-
like to give you guys a dog.
We
And we're
had
like,
no
wait.
idea how old he was
Yeah.
or nothing about him.
No, and just walked out. And we were stuck there in the salon with the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, this next segment I love is called the tip jar, which is something that we will keep for every episode with guests. We'll have people add to the tip jar, and we'll have you add a couple things to the tip jar today. So our first tip would be, if you could go back and give your younger you advice, what would you say?
Enjoy every second. Don't take it so seriously.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
I think that I was always so serious as a young person, very determined, and I wish I probably would have taken in the moments more.
What's the hardest part of being both a mom and a business owner?
I don't know. I haven't felt like it's been hard. I feel like this career has allowed me to be anywhere I needed to be for you and your sister over the years. So I don't feel like, maybe when you were younger, because when you were younger and I was building the business, I had to be there for clients, but I wanted to be home with you. But luckily you have an amazing dad at home, and you got to have some good times with your dad at home while I was at work. But I think probably when you were smaller was a bigger struggle.
Yeah.
Because I struggled with wanting to be at home with you, but building the business.
Right. What is your favorite service to do and why?
My favorite service is to do sculpted pink and whites, which I'm sure when people hear this, they're going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's just my jam. I'm an acrylic girly. I'm an encased girly. I love to encase glitter and go back old school. I feel like it's faster to me anyway. I feel like a lot of these new nail techs coming through are a lot of gel polish. They do a lot of gel polish and a lot of gel art.
Yep.
And I think they spend a lot of time on art. And I don't think they charge what they're worth. But back when I was doing nails back to back, I could do them in an hour and flip people over in an hour.
Yeah.
I was killing it back in the day. I think that now nail techs, the struggle is real
Yeah.
to create that art on demand.
Yep.
I didn't have to do that much.
This next segment on Under the Top Coat is called the Talking Top Coat, which is where we talk about product picks, colors, signature go-tos, all the things. The brand that we use at Polished is called Profiles. My mom has a really good history with them, and now we're distributors for them, and we use that in our school and in the salon. So a lot of what we talk about, I think, will be Profiles based. That's pretty much all we use. So if you haven't tried the brand, you most definitely should, because
You need to catch up.
everyone's got it, and it's the stuff. So get on it if you're not. Okay, so first question. What is your go-to polish color? Right?
My go-to polish color.
Yeah.
I would say currently, in the current summertime. Again, I don't have very many clients like I used to.
Yeah.
I would say Carly. Carly in the Babe line.
Describe Carly.
Carly is this perfect nude pink for that clean girl aesthetic kind of look. That's my go-to right now.
That's good.
Which I do not have on right now.
No.
I have Watermelon Teeny.
Yeah.
Which this one I'm vibing with. I just did this one.
Real
So, but Carly probably for the nude. Crisp navy is a go-to.
Oh, I love
crisp navy. I like it in the summer and I like it in the fall.
Yeah.
It's
universal.
I do love that. I do love the nude cat eye collection. I could go on for days, but go ahead.
Love. Okay, love. As if you are a new nail tech in the industry, what is a product that you recommend if they're building their own like collection of things for their maybe booth rent or they're opening a salon themselves? What is something that you suggest that they should spend the penny on, but is worth the penny?
Are you talking about acrylic? Are you talking about art? Are you talking
Okay,
about...
let's reel it in because that could go all sorts of ways. Let's do art. 'Cause
So
art
I would
is-
say with art, I do have sometimes I have students that come in with a budget in mind, and so I try to help them shop or shop for them. I would say the magic colors are a go-to for me. They're very heavily pigmented. You can use them they're all one coat coverages, and if you can master the magic colors, you've got it down. But they you can also use them for art, and so I would say if they were going to spend any money, go for the magic colors
That's good.
because they fit every holiday. There's red, there's green, there's blue.
All the primaries.
There's all the primaries, and you can use them for art. So that would be kind of a little secret weapon, I would say.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. What is your go-to product pick?
My personal bombshell acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better than some bombshell.
Nothing better.
Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
I mean, there's other colors, but bombshell's my go-to.
Love. If your life was a nail color, what would it be called?
You know, that is a great question because I have mentioned to Amy at Profiles because all of the Babe lines are named, the Babe line collection are named after all the girls in the salon and their circle of associates. But there isn't one with my name on it. And when we were at the Orlando premiere show, I said, I don't have one with my name on it. And she goes, well, what color would you want to be? And I truly have thought about that since the beginning of June. I've even asked students, like, what color, if I could be a nail color, what color do you think I would be? Which is such a great question to ask people. Mm-hmm. Like, what color do you think I would be if I were a nail?
And, like, what would the name be?
Color? And, well, of course it would be Melissa.
Yeah.
But what color would it be? Because sometimes I feel black and sparkly.
Uh-huh. I agree.
I laughed and said to Amy, I would want one that gets used a lot because I feel like I am used a lot. But I don't even know what color that would be. I don't know that, like, I feel
nude?
like, well, but Carly is a good nude.
That gets used almost every day. Captivating Kitten.
Captivating Kitten gets used all the time.
Yeah.
I think isn't Mia one of the nude ones?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it is Mia.
So I feel like I don't want to compete with them.
Yeah.
I don't feel neon.
No.
No.
You're like a black sparkle to me. Or like you know that color, it's not a color. It's like
The
that metal.
titanium metal?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
If there was
you'd be a chrome.
I
You
would be a
wouldn't even
chrome.
Be a gel polish.
So when the Babe comes out in a chrome version,
Yeah.
that'll be me. But I'm still thinking about it. But when I come down to it, I'll let Amy know.
There you go.
And maybe I'll have my name on a bottle one day.
So this next topic is called Nail It or Fail It. And this is where we go over trends, if they're fab or flop. Okay, so I've got a list. This is like a quick round, so let's see what you think. Duck nails. Nail it or fail it.
Fail it.
Nail piercings. Cute or cringe.
Cute.
Clear acrylics with 3D charms. Statements or mess.
Statements.
Press-on nails in the salon. Pro or no.
No.
Glow-in-the-dark polish. Trendy or tacky.
Trendy.
Syrupy jelly nails. Slay or nah.
Nah.
Reptile skin texture art. Fierce or foolish.
Fierce.
Stiletto nails on a cashier. Functional or fantasy.
I think they're pretty functional.
Yeah.
I've seen some people do some crazy shit with
When they
some
go-
stiletto nails. Impressive. Yeah, props.
good.
Yep.
Watercolor nails. Dreamy or drippy.
Dreamy.
Lip gloss nails. Chrome and nude. Obsessed or over it.
Obsessed.
All black nails in July. Always in or seasonally out.
Always in.
Nail stickers on clients. Fun add-on or lazy shortcut. That's good.
I think it is both.
Yes.
It's both, for sure.
Holographic cat eye. Too much or just enough?
Just enough.
90s French revival. Love the throwback or leave it in the past?
Absolutely love the throwback. Absolutely.
Duck nails with bling. Artistic freedom or fashion crime?
It's a fashion crime times 2.
The fact it added duck nails is insane. That was good. Now we're going even faster. We have the flash cure segment, which is 60-second questions. No buffer, no soak off, just fire. Acrylic or gel?
Acrylic.
Chrome or matte?
Chrome.
Nail art or solid color?
Solid color.
Worst client habit?
Picking their natural nails from underneath the acrylic.
Ooh. What is your guilty pleasure snack at the salon?
Guilty mangoes. Dried mango. I have a problem.
If you know,
My name is Melissa, and I have a dried mango problem.
Who's your dream celeb client?
Ooh, dream celeb client. That is such a good question. I don't think I'm so... Melania Trump.
Oh, that's a good answer.
I don't even know if I could do them. I really don't. I would be so awestruck. I don't know if I could do it.
That's awesome.
She probably just wears Carly. I could do it. I could probably do it.
Yeah. What is the weirdest thing you've ever used as a nail tool?
A straw.
Straw. Okay. Most overused color in your collection?
Captivating kitten.
Easy. What is one thing you secretly hate doing?
I secretly hate a short square nail.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Most underrated nail product?
Underrated nail?
Underrated nail product.
I'm going to use the Profiles line because that's all we use and that's all we know. I would say pasties. They're very underrated, and I don't know why, because there are so many people that can't do art or can't do that. Maybe you can't hand paint the grit. However, you can put that pasty on there, and then you can put some drop gel over the top of it and make it look 3-dimensional and charge for it.
Hey.
So I think pasties are very underrated.
That's good. Go-to coffee order.
A triple ristretto and a venti cup on ice with heavy cream and cold foam.
She memorized it. Okay. I'll never forget the first time you asked me to do that. I had to take out my notes app to write this down.
Yeah, and because that's what you do to me 500 times is make me do like 500-minute
but I memorized it too.
TikTok
So.
drink you want.
Love. Salon music vibe, R&B or trap?
R&B.
One nail trend you'd bring back?
One nail trend I would bring back. I don't know. I feel like there's I don't think any of it's gone away. Maybe nail piercings. We don't do near as many nail piercings as we used to do.
That was a season. That was an era.
Like the piercing thing is pretty cool. Yeah.
Love. Nail fail horror story. Go.
I remember distinctly putting a color of brown glitter on someone, and I said to them specifically, "You are not going to enjoy brown glitter on the tips of your finger." And she insisted. And I said, "From far away, it's not going to be cute." And she insisted in fall to have brown glittery tips. And she got a brown glitter fade and came back to me 2 days later and hated it. And her version of hating it was because she said it looked like she dipped her fingers in shit. So it really wasn't a fail on my part.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, Miss Vonnie, that was you. She'll remember it too. She will remember it too. Love you.
What is your current nail color?
Watermelon Teeny out of the new summer collection from the Super Polish line.
Favorite brand to use when you're showing off?
Profiles Backstage.
If you had to do one design forever, what would it be?
A smile line.
How would you decompress after a long day?
TikTok. It always makes me laugh.
What's one thing you tell every new nail tech?
Be patient. Be patient. You're not going to get it on the first try. There's a zillion things that I tell new nail techs, but I think they watch so much of the social media and think that, well, they lay acrylic in it and they just put the bead on there and it just goes on there on smooth, and then they try it and then they get discouraged. But they don't realize that it takes a lot of practice to get to that point, and they expect instant gratification, and it sometimes is disappointing to the nail tech.
Yeah.
So don't give up and just be better than yesterday.
Good. Last one. How fast can you sculpt a perfect apex?
On all 10 nails?
A perfect apex.
A perfect, and just one? I would say probably 10 minutes. Maybe 8. 8.
For one finger.
Yeah. Are you talking about from prep to finish?
I don't know. A perfect apex. How fast can you sculpt a perfect apex?
5 minutes.
Okay.
I would go with 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Do you want to time me?
Yeah. I believe it. Okay, now we are wrapping up this podcast with our last segment called The Final Coat, or The Top Coat, which is our signature closeout. We have 2 questions, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
Call it a day. First question. Describe your perfect day. No work allowed.
Excuse me, what?
I know. Uh-huh. No work allowed. Emphasis on no. Work allowed.
So what would my perfect day would be? And I had no work?
Absolutely none. You can't even go on Amazon to buy anything.
I would say the most perfect day that I've ever had thus far would be when we were out in the middle of the ocean on a ship and we didn't get the Wi-Fi package.
That's nice.
So I couldn't order anything from Amazon. I couldn't do anything about work. So, but I had the drink package, so that was the most perfect day. In Coco K.
Love. What's something nobody knows about you until now?
I would say maybe people don't. I have a healthy fear of whales.
Oh. There you go.
A lot of people don't know that. Now that I said that, it'll pop up on my phone.
Yeah. That is a wrap on our very first episode. I hope y'all love meeting the queen behind the scene and behind the desk. My mother, the amazing woman, Melissa Goodson. It was such an honor interviewing you today and seeing all the juice and all the stuff behind this business and all that you've put into it. So cool. And I hope
thank you.
that the listeners could take something from this and apply it into now their new business in this industry. If you laughed, learned, or just loved hearing from my mom, make sure you follow us, share this episode, and tag in your favorite moment. We'll be back next week for more Under the Top Coat. Until then, stay polished and maybe just a little unfiltered.
Adios.